you doing? It's Colin Daniel from riffninja.com, here to give you a little insight on the Greenday tune, When I Come Around. Most of the song is based on this 4-chord cycle. There's one other little bridge spot. I won't be covering that, but I'll be covering the main part. You can do it with power chords or cheater chords. That's a 1 and a 5. Now when you see me playing it, it looks like I'm barring across the whole fretboard, but I'm not. I'm only using the bar to mute the other strings. I'm actually only using the 5th or the 6th and 5th string, and that's what they call a power chord. It's not a full chord. It's used to substitute it though. And here's the deal. This guitar is tuned to E flat, so it's a half step lower. E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. Or if you like, some people call it, go from the sharps. Instead of E flat, they call it D sharp. Instead of A flat, they call it G sharp. Instead of D flat, they call it C sharp. Instead of G flat, they call it F sharp. Instead of B flat, they call it A sharp. And instead of E flat, they call it D sharp. That's up to you. It's a semitone lower, okay? The whole guitar is tuned standard as semitone lower. That's the way they did that song. And it's a G, which is using the 6th and 5th string power chord at the 3rd fret. And then it goes to a D, which uses the 5th and 4th string power chord. The 5th string being my root. There's my D. Then it goes up to an E on the same strings. And then back to a C on the same 2 strings. So in the end, it's G, D, C. And here's just a little bonus thing for you if you like. Like, you can also play this power chord with all 3 strings. Like, you can go 1, 5, and octave. I'm still using the rest of my finger to mute the strings. Like, this is still a power chord because this is 1, 5, and octave. It's not a full chord. It's still used to substitute. So it'll go, that's G, that's C, or sorry, that's G, that's D, that's E, and that's C. Just like that. For a little extra added touch, I like to play the E minor and the C major to emphasize it, like this. Although that's not the way they played it originally, I found it sounded pretty good when I had to play it live. That's what the power chords are substituting an E minor and a C major, which is an E minor bar chord, and a C major kink bar, which some people play like this. I can never get my fingers in there. So that's a full open chord, C major, but I'm using a bar because it's related to the power chords. 1 and 2 and 3, and you can start, if you don't get the real complicated rhythm at first, start by doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, all downstrokes. 4 strokes per change because it's half a bar each. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Once you get that and you listen to the song of on the recording, you'll catch on to it pretty easily. Again. Okay, I think that should keep you out of trouble. It's Colin Daniel from riffninja.com. Happy strumming, happy punk rocking. We'll see you later, man.